So today is the first episode of the Walmart Watercolor series, not sponsored by or endorsed by Walmart. Okay, so let's get started. Good gracious, you'd think I'd get these brushes under control by now. Oh, forgot my water, hold on. Okay, here's our palette. I'm gonna open this. All right, guys, like I said, if you watched my intro video, you'll know that this tutorial today you'll need only 3 things. It's a value pack of brushes. This paper was at Walmart for $5, and this palette that the black is still broken out of, that I broke last week, this is also $5. Just gonna put that back. I will take the liberty to throw out this janky little brush it comes with because it's blunt. I don't know if you can see that. It's blunt. And I work with round brushes because you're able to get more of a dynamic thin to thick kind of thin to thick rather than a blunt top. So I'm gonna throw that away. Today I'm gonna be using this round brush, just like a medium round brush. Plop that in my water, and I'm gonna switch you to an overhead view so you can follow along with me. Get your paint, your paper, and your brush, and actually follow along with me, because that's the only way to learn. Today we are going to be doing a rose. Let's see, get these colors warmed up. They've been sleeping for a long time. Okay, I like that pink. To start your rose, if you think about a rose, it's really compact in the middle and then it gets looser and bigger as it goes out. So with the tip of my round brush, I'm gonna pick up some color and I'm going to start in a corner because we're gonna do several of them. I'm going to make kind of like a circle that has so a line that comes down and off a little bit and then a line that goes up. So you just want, the point of this is you're wanting to give yourself something to build the petals off of. And it's all about alternating and layering. So we're gonna start basically where you left off at the top, where it connects to the part that goes out. And we're just gonna start making, you're just layering petals. Layering. And then once you get to about this size, and that's all being used with the point. Something like that. Then, when you get to about this size, you're gonna pick up paint in the whole brush, not just in the tip. And we're gonna start, you're gonna use it as a petal. So you're gonna start with the tip, and then lay the brush flat, and then pick it back up again. That's how you use the whole brush to get some width. So start with the tip, lay down the whole brush, and that tapering is caused when you use the point rather than the base. Point, lay it down flat, and pick it back up. Point. And do you see how I'm kind of filling in the gaps, but the whole point of this is layering. So where you see 2 petals is where you're gonna have the majority of your next petal. Like that. Get some more water in here. Actually kind of like this watercolor. Okay. And as you see, you're getting more and more width and depth to your flower. You can make this petal a little bit bigger. I'll make probably, and it's easy to just keep going and going and never stop. So I'm probably gonna add just one more right here just to give it a little more balance. And that's it. And the starter is always kind of hard, but it's, you just want kind of like an oval shape and then something to wrap around. Some water on this. Oop, I don't like that, so I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger to try to hide. And sometimes I go back in the middle. You can see as it dries, it gets a little less pigmented. So sometimes I like to go back in the middle with a darker color just to show that it's more concentrated. And I like to just add a little bit to the middle, and it's also nice to give it a little bit of two-toneness to it. And there's your rose. Give this a little color in the middle. Bring it to life a little bit. So tip, lay the flat, and then pick it back up. That's how you're making these layers. And when I fill in, I kind of just do it with the tip. Like, I don't like how short that was, so I'm gonna connect it. There we go. Let me show you how to do a leaf, because I like to complete my flowers with leaves. And I'm going to use the plastic part of this lid to mix a color, because this green, it seems a little green for me. Yeah, I like the greens to have more of a brown hue. Seems to me a little more natural. A little more olive, that's what I wanted to say. Olive. And I'll give it a little shot of yellow for good measure. Like that. The leaf is going to be a straight line, really thin with the tip, straight line, and then you're gonna put your tip down and use the body and come up back to the point, just like you do your petals, and do that on one side and then do that on the other side, and you have your leaf. And sometimes if you use just the tip to add just faint texture, like if the leaf was a little spiky, a little bit of texture with just barely touching outside the line, you give it that little faint texture. And depending on my mood, you'll never find two leaves the same of mine. Depending on how I'm feeling, you can either leave, see there's like that little white part in the middle, I just didn't connect each petal of the leaf, I didn't connect, so I left a little line in the middle. Like maybe it's a little tear in the leaf, or a little bug ate it, or maybe it's the leaf is shiny and it's the sun on it, I don't know. So when you're doing that, I'll do that one more time and then I'll put it on the rose. So draw your straight line up, very thin straight line, and then go on one side, lay the body down and go up. Go on the other side with the body of the brush, and then fill it in. I'm gonna fill this one in all the way, and I'm not gonna give it texture, just so you can kind of see the difference. Air conditioning stopped, got all quiet. Okay, that is the difference. So, with the leaves, oh, let me add some lime green. Let's see what that does. Wake up. It's like me in the morning, guys. It's hard to get me up. All right, ooh, some lime green. So, sometimes on roses I'll do them down, like both down together. Sometimes I'll do one on the other side. A lot of times, like if I was making this into a grouping of roses, I would put, you know, they wouldn't all go to the center, but they also wouldn't all go out. So maybe I'd do this guy, do a little stem off of it. And I'm just gonna skip the texture for now, like the spikes on the leaf. And I'll maybe give this one going this way. And that's the thing about watercolor, you can, at least I can't ever really plan how it's gonna look, because things are, so everything I do is kind of like, I know generally what I want it to look like, but then you just go with it, guys. Just go with it. That one I'm just gonna give him one leaf. And I'll do, yeah, right now I'm feeling leaves together. Okay. But I kind of make them go in opposite directions. he gets a big leaf. I'm gonna make this guy big too. Give him more of a point. And there you have it. Roses and leaves. And I'll do one more, and I'll just show you from beginning to end. Let me get more water in here. Oops. I'll see you next time, guys.